What's happening, guys? As many of you know, we just launched a new product on Amazon, and included in that is I'm testing a new launch strategy, and as promised, we will soon be releasing a video on that, on the results of that strategy, how it works, and you can see whether or not that's a good fit for you. But today I want to focus on ranking. Now, product ranking is getting your product to organically show up at the top of certain keyword searches that customers type into Amazon. So they search for a product. How high up do you show? How high up does your listing show for that keyword? So I'm going to be focusing on ranking today, and specifically a tool which can help you with certain links for ranking your product. Now, many of you will remember that tool called Sellerise, which was a Chrome extension which would help you request reviews from customers. Now, it's actually still a free Chrome extension that you can download and use for free to request reviews, and I definitely recommend that. But Sellerise also has a bigger dashboard, a suite of tools, and as you know, they do things a little differently, which I love. Not just like your general Chrome extensions product database. They fix unique problems, and they do this differently. So today I want to be sharing with you how you can use this to effectively rank your product, track your product's ranking, and also some of the other unique tools that I just think you're going to find useful. Now, on screen here, you can actually see the Sellerise dashboard. Now, this is a product we just launched 2-3 weeks ago. Obviously, we need to boost up this margin. Our PPC spend's out of control here, but that's very normal when launching a product. And the first thing I want to show you here is the URL builder. So if we click through to this, you can see we have all these different URLs. Now, a URL is just like this thing over here. But what you can do with that is quite interesting. You can actually insert keywords into that. And then if you give a customer or a group of people on social media, your email list, your Facebook ad campaign, if you give them that link, it's going to look as though that customer went to Amazon, typed in that keyword, and then found your product, and then bought your product. And that's going to help you with your keyword ranking for that keyword. Now, it sounds simple enough, but the problem is that Amazon caught onto this and started inserting a timestamp into URLs. This way, they can see if that timestamp's always the same, it means that you are trying to kind of use this gray hat tactic to rank your product for that keyword. It's not an organic search of that keyword on Amazon. So the timestamp became the problem. And this is what Sellerise has worked around through various means, as I'm going to explain to you now. Now, you can see all the different links they offer here, but I want to focus on a few. The first one is this clean product page, and this is a really simple one. Now, to create this one, you need to insert your product's ASIN. So just drop in your ASIN here, and then we can click on generate. Now, you can do this for multiple ASINs if you wish, but once you generate, you can see the actual URL it's created for you here. You can actually create a QR code from this. So if you're looking to put this on like a product insert or physically somewhere, you can actually do that as well. You can copy this, which I recommend. You want to copy all of these URLs and save them somewhere. That way you have this list of nice URLs which perform certain functions for your product. You have them saved somewhere, and you can use those when needed. Or you can just go to link, which I'm going to do now to show you how this looks. So here you can see the product. We're just using our whiskey glass set as an example again here, but it's a clean product page, and the purpose of this one is no advertising. Full focus on your product, no headline search ads, looks professional. So if you're someone who doesn't want to go the keyword route, you want to completely stay in the safe zone, but you do want to have like a more professional link to your product when driving customers, this is a good option. Now, the second one I want to look at here is via the storefront. Now, this is an interesting one. What this URL is going to do is it's going to make it look as though the customer first went to your storefront, then typed in that keyword, then found your product, and then they buy your product. So you still get keyword ranking for the keyword, but because they do that via the storefront, it removes the timestamp from the URL. Now for this one, you're going to need your storefront ID. Now to find this, simply come over to your offering as per normal here. In the buy box where it says sold by your store name, click on your store name. It will open up this page, and then you want to click on your store name, storefront. This takes us to the storefront. Now here's our storefront, and what's important here in the URL, you can see marketplace ID. This, after the equal sign, is actually your storefront ID. So we want to copy this and drop it in. So we're going to drop that in there, and then we're going to put in our best keyword over here, followed by our ASIN. And once you fill that in, we're going to click generate. Again, we have those same options as before, but if I show you how this looks, so you can see it just looks like normal. However, in the URL, we actually have our keyword that we inserted, and we have our store ID over here. So if you share this with a group of customers who are going to buy your product, you're going to get that ranking, but without the timestamp in the URL. That's why it's via the storefront. Now, the next link I want to look at is Canonical URL. And I know a lot of you are very interested in this. And yes, your own listing will have a canonical URL that you can set in the beginning. But you can also create a canonical URL later for your product. Now, the purpose of this one, of a canonical URL, is to rank your product in Google results. So if you ever type in a product name like whiskey glass set on Google, you'll notice that there are Amazon results that come up there. When you click on those Amazon results, it's going to go to a specific product, and that is your goal here. You want to be the product it clicks through to. You want to be that Amazon result for that keyword search on Google. That's what a canonical URL is going to help you do. So here again, we're going to choose our market. We're going to drop in our ASIN, and then we are going to choose 5 different keywords. And then we want to click generate. Same options here. If we go through to this link, you can see it looks just like a normal product page over here, but in this URL, we have all 5 keywords that we just put in there. And this, if a customer follows this link, purchases our product, this is giving us a good chance of ranking for each of those 5 keywords on Google as the Amazon result. So that is the goal of this one and why you might choose to create this. And the last one I wanted to share with you is add to cart, as you can see here. Choose your market, drop in that ASIN, and then put in a quantity probably of 1, and then we're going to generate. Now, if we go to link here, you're going to see that this puts the product into the customer's cart already. And all they have to do is confirm and check out. So the purpose of this one, the add to cart URL on Sellerise, is to put that customer as far along in the purchase decision as possible. Give them the least possible to do before checkout. So you can see here, they would literally just click continue, and then they're going to check out with your product. Now, if we come back over to our menu panel here, you can see click the like button. Just kidding. But on yours, you can actually see keywords. And if we go to keyword tracker, here, you're going to actually be able to select your product. Remember, this dashboard is linked to Seller Central. You're going to be able to choose a product, drop in all your keywords, which you probably have for creating your listing or your PPC campaign, and then it's going to track the ranking of that product over time. Now, how I used to do it, and maybe some of you do it, is you literally go to Amazon when you're launching a product. You type in one of your 100 keywords and you're scrolling through all the results to see where is my product ranking, where's my organic ranking. Well, in this case, you can skip all of that. So you can see on screen here, this is the product we started 2-3 weeks ago. And actually in this area, you're not going to see product 2, 3, 4, 5. We just have this on privacy mode, but you're going to see your top keyword, second top keyword, third top keyword, etc. You're going to see keywords in this column. Then you can see the page number. So for these keywords, we're actually ranking on page 1. Then here you can see what position on that page are you ranking. So here we're ranking position 12 on page 1, which would probably be like the third line down because you've got 4 products per line. And then importantly, we also have the search volume here. Because remember, you don't want to be ranking, position 1, page 1 for a really low volume keyword. You do want to focus on those with some significant volume, but you're going to rank all over the show for keywords that are super high volume, super low volume, etc. The key here is it's going to quickly show you where your product's ranking for all these keywords. So those are top page. You can see these ones here are also on the second page, and then you can go through all the way, page 4, 5, 6. You can see for which keywords your product is ranking and exactly where. And by the way, you can also click on each keyword and it's going to take you straight to that Amazon page. So you can actually verify, okay, there's my product on that exact page on Amazon. Now, if we come back over to our menu panel, you can also see Shipment Optimizer. When you click on this, this is a very unique feature. And what Sellerise are trying to do is ensure you get one FBA warehouse. If you've ever created a shipment and you get multiple Amazon fulfillment centers, it's going to increase the cost of that shipment, of getting your inventory to Amazon. So this helps you get one warehouse without paying the inventory placement fee and without having to, create, delete shipping plans until you get one warehouse. So that is the Shipment Optimizer. Once this is linked with Seller Central, it's actually going to create your shipping plan, but on Sellerise. And then you're going to be able to use that in Seller Central to replenish inventory. And this tool also has another very cool feature where if you're actually having COVID restrictions currently, they can help you set up multiple small shipments. So you can only send like really small amounts in. This will help you create that shipment once and continually replenish it instead of having to create multiple of those tiny shipments on Amazon Seller Central. And then back over to our menu panel, you can also see reimbursements here. Now here's the reimbursements page, and really this is not something new, but it is important, and I thought it's worth mentioning Sellerise does this as well. But it's a way for you to request reimbursements from Amazon where they've misplaced your inventory or done refunds or returns in odd ways where you've actually lost money. And with this, you're actually going to fill out multiple steps here, and then it actually sends a report to Amazon to request a reimbursement. So definitely a very cool tool in their suite. Unfortunately, we don't have any reimbursements waiting here currently. And back over to our menu panel, the last one I want to share is Profit Analyzer. Now the Profit Analyzer, again, not something totally new, but I do like it because it's comprehensive yet simple. It doesn't skip any fees, but it's simple. So you're going to choose your product here, and you are going to have to fill in your COGS per unit. So what's your manufacturing cost per unit? Here it was $8. Then we're going to input our freight cost conservatively at $4 per cubic foot. That's international freight and duties, etc. Now we have this set to 1 month in storage here. You can see our FBA fees, our unit freight cost, our storage fees for that 1 month, and our referral fee. And so accounting for everything here, you can see we make $18.22 per unit at a 45% profit margin, which is really healthy here. I also like this, the break-even price. That's really good to know. Say you want to go super aggressive on PPC, or you want to start with a super low price, or you want to do a coupon off. Well, how low can you go before you start making a loss? That's also very important to know, and I love that they added that. Now guys, their Chrome extension is totally free. You can see it here on screen. In fact, it looks like this logo if you go to the Chrome store. However, what I just showed you is the dashboard, and this is a paid plan. So we come to the worst part, cost. Well, on screen here, you can see they have standard, enterprise, and unlimited. I think most of you are going to get all the benefits you need with standard. That's $49.99 a month. However, just for you, because you're a subscriber of the channel, I have partnered with them to get you guys 10% off for a full year. So what you're going to get if you use my link below is number one, a 14-day free trial. So try it out. See if you like it. If you don't like it, you can cancel. But then if you choose any annual plan here, you're going to get 10% off for a full year. So that's the offer below if you are interested in this. But personally, really impressed with how they do business, really impressed with the problems they are choosing to solve, which are sometimes strange and odd, but always relevant. They are problems we as sellers are having. And I'm also very impressed by how they tackle those problems and some of the things that they're able to do, which you just, as a seller, you think are not possible to get past that, they're able to do. So very, very impressed with them. Definitely check them out in the link below. But I hope this helped you guys. Hope you got some value in this. You learned more about product ranking, the different URLs you can use, and stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, notifications on, because we are going to be releasing that launch video very, very soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you're all keeping really, really well, and I will see you in the next video.